Sorry about that. The video cut off, so I guess this is gonna be a part one and a part two. Unfortunately, it's supposed to be one video, but my camera cut off on my ass. Like I was saying, at number four, going to Comic Con. Oh yes, if you go to the San Diego Comic Con convention, I promise you, 99.99% you're going to find anywhere between 50 to like almost 200 golf women at a comic book convention. They go to Comic Con, trust me. You go to the anime, well, we'll get to that. But if you go to the Anaheim comic book convention, you're gonna see golf girls everywhere, looking very beautiful, sexually attractive, and you'll be blown away that these are actually cute looking women. They're not as bad as you see in the movies or in the television shows. They're not as bad as what the media and the news says. And these be women that will love for you to ask them out to lunch and dinner and ask for their phone number. You ever seen a TV show on the Sci-Fi Network called Cosplay, where these women dress up from characters from video games and anime? Well, guess what? That brings us to number five, doesn't it? The anime convention. The anime convention here in Los Angeles, California is one of the biggest attractions of where you're going to find golf girls. You go to an anime convention dressing up like Gohan or Goku from Vegeta, you'll probably pull maybe 5, maybe even 10 phone numbers just because you're dressing up like Goku or Gohan. Dressed up like Vegeta, you'll probably get 10 or 15 phone numbers. If you come in there dressing like Inuyasha, you'll probably get a phone number. You come in there dressing like Mega Man, you'll get a phone number. Maybe. If you're Mega Man. I'm just telling you from what I've seen. You go to the comic book convention, you go to the anime convention, about 85 to 95% of the time, you'll see at least 10 to 15 golf girls at a time. And usually these women go to these events because it's fun, it's entertainment, they've got movies, television, they've got anime, they've got music, they've got food. People are taking pictures, people are making videotapes, and people come from all over the world, from London, England, Paris, France, Russia, Germany, China, Japan, Brazil, to come to America, to come to Comic Con, to come to the anime convention. And the reason why they do that is because to them it's very important that they do that. Now let's get to the best part. The next one is a bonus. Number 6, Star Wars Celebration. If you ever go to Walt Disney's D23 when they celebrate Star Wars, that is another way that you can meet golf girls. There are people that all they watch is just Star Wars. And if you go to a Star Wars celebration, you'll see a very beautiful, attractive woman that's a 7.5 or an 8 at a Star Wars convention. Trust me, you go to Star Wars, you go to a Star Trek convention, I guess Star Trek would be number 8. So that's like 8 ways that I just named off in this video how to find a golf girl. Number 1 is going to the beach, like Venice Beach or the Santa Monica Pier. Number 2 is the mall. Number 3 would be department stores. And then I said number 4 was Comic Con. Number 5 is the anime convention. And then I said number 6 was going to places like Star Wars Celebration, Star Trek. So I'm basically naming them off here in this second video so you can get a good idea of what I'm saying. Now let's get to why I say you can have sex with a golf girl and how to date them. Now I already told you how to find them. Now let me explain how you date them to get to the sex part. Poetry is usually the number 1 powerful tool that is used to get golf girls' attention. You don't always have to remember Edgar Allan Poe's poetry. There are other poet writers that you could use to your advantage. There's Stephen King. There are golf girls that love Stephen King. So there's some Stephen King. There's Edgar Poe. And that's just 2 people. But my point is, poetry does work. You know, the black ghetto hoochie mamas, you know, they want some hip hop poetry, okay? I'm talking about true poetry. I'm talking about 100% real poetry. I'm talking about that Romeo and Juliet shit poetry, okay? Poetry like that will get golf girls paying attention to you like that. Another way that you can do that with a golf girl is art. Take an art class. If you go to college, you can take an art class, and I promise you about 60 to maybe 70% of the time, you might catch maybe 2, maybe 5 golf girls that love art. You go to an art convention and you take an art class in college, I promise you, a golf girl will find you very interesting. See, a lot of men think that basketball and football and baseball and rap music is going to get her invited attention. Now, most golf girls, from what I understand, they're not interested in basketball, football, baseball. They may have brothers. They may have uncles that play those sports, but they're not into basketball and football and baseball, and they don't care for it. Now, if it's a sport like soccer, oh, golf girls love soccer. They love volleyball. They love track and field. They like tennis, and they like swimming. Those are the sports that golf girls like. So if you're going to try a sport, try soccer. Sorry, we got an ice cream truck passing through in the neighborhood. So if you see if you hear the theme song that's coming from the ice cream truck, I apologize for it. It's night. There shouldn't even be no ice cream truck out at this time at night. But it's the hood. What you expect? Like I was saying, they're not into basketball, football, and baseball. They're mostly into soccer. They're into volleyball. They're into tennis. And they're into swimming and track and field. Those are the sports that golf girls are mostly interested in. Usually when you tell a golf girl about the New England Patriots, she'll be like, what? The New England Patriots? What's that? And you talk about the Lakers, the Los Angeles Lakers, or the Boston Celtics, she'll be like, the Boston Celtics, the Los Angeles Lakers? Is that them basketball teams or whatever? You'll be like, what the hell? What, you don't know, you don't watch basketball? Yeah, there's a lot of golf girls that she may turn the TV on and she might watch it for about 15, 25 minutes, but she ain't gonna be interested in it like those ghetto hoochie mamas, okay? So basically what I'm saying is you try basketball and football and baseball on a golf girl, it ain't gonna work, okay? You can try, but it ain't gonna work. The sports that you're gonna have to use is soccer, tennis, track and field, swimming, and volleyball. Those are the sports they find more fun and more entertainment. Now that I explained to you those lists of entrants, that's if you're going to try a sport. Activities would be poetry, writing, and art. And then, of course, if you're going to try to be in a rock band, don't be trying to rip off Corn and Saliva and Disturbed to try to get their attention. Because they're going to know that you're trying to take lyrics from famous rock bands from the 1970s, the 80s, the 90s, and the early 2000s. Okay? So I'm just putting that out there in this video so you don't be saying later, Alex, I tried this and it didn't work with the golf girl. I'm telling you exactly what's going to happen if you try something that I say not to try. Okay? You've been told. You're getting some more game here. I'm giving you some free game. Now, if you're just starting out trying to approach a golf girl, here are some do's and some don'ts. One is, do not say rude and disrespectful stuff like, oh my God, what kind of outfit is that? Don't say that. That's rude and that's disrespectful, and that'll make a golf girl pull out a knife on you and, try to cut up your nice pretty face. And I don't want you coming to my YouTube channel saying, Alex, I tried all your Mac Daddy moves and she didn't fall for none of it. Now, number 2, in all things in life, and I say this in all things in life, you will get rejected. Oh yes, you will get rejected. If you get rejected by the cheerleaders, you will get rejected by golf girls. But there's a reason why a golf girl will reject you. Usually when a golf girl rejects you, it's usually because she's not sure if you're the right person or if you're just some guy that just wants sex. Now she know you want sex, but she's been raised by her parents and grandparents to have some class about herself, not to make it too easy for you. So don't be surprised or shocked if you try some. Great. We'll come back later.